Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 6th episode of Persona 5. So, in the last episode, we sold Kamoshida's medal for some money to have a nice dinner together, pretty much, where we found out that, yeah, adults suck for the most part. And also, we were discovered a place called Mementos, which I guess is where all the people that are like minor distorted hearts go, and that aren't quite worthy of their own palace, pretty much. Also, we had name drop Madarame, I think it was, in Mementos, that will almost surely be our next boss. But we haven't actually seen him yet because the one dude that we did see that will most likely be a boss at some point is not him. So, yeah, Madarame should be our next villain, pretty much. Also, we discovered some kid that was stalking Anne, seemingly. So, this episode, I assume, we'll start off with pretty much talking to him and seeing what's up with him. I don't think he's just some stalker that has a thing for Anne. I think there might be something else to it, really. So we might find out what would be to get into it. So let's do that. 3, 2, 1, play. Hello there, Stalker-kun. Can we help you? I think he only has an interest in Anne, whatever that may be. Oh, maybe he's just a stalker. Yusuke. He goes to a different school, of course. Oh, so he's involved with Madarame in some capacity. I feel like I just got dropped with a lot of information there quickly. So it's an artistic interest, not a romantic one. That's what the Phantom Thieves do. Okay, you're really making it sound kind of romantic, but I believe that is just artistic interest. Yeah, okay. You were phrasing that really badly, man. But yeah, that I feel like I would hide a lot of information thrown at me, but basically he is involved with Madarame. So that would probably be how we get to meet him, to see what he's about. And he wants Anne, but not romantically, but to be a model. So, I mean, yeah, she is pretty, so I'm sure she can do it well enough. I am so looking forward to meeting Futaba, the one voiced by Yuki Aoi. But it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, since she's not one of the 5 walking in the ED. Yeah, I feel like this Yusuke guy is going to be kind of a pain. I have that feeling. It was funny the steal hard comment because that's what the Phantom Thieves do. Our lovely lolly prison wardens there. Still loving this opening. He really was. He was just stalking Anne. It's a work of fiction, of course that's convenient. So we have established that he's a painter as well as he's, yeah, criminal. I'm not sure how you could be an evil painter, though. Unless, I guess, you steal paintings and then sell them at the black market, but... But yeah, we still haven't met him yet, though, so... Yusuke is obviously going to be the catalyst that lets us meet him. Wow, Kawakami, you awake? You know, I thought she just looked disinterested before, but I guess she's just tired. Doesn't come across as a lazy kind of tired, like I can't be bothered to be here. So I'm curious what's up with her. I can never forget that guy. And Makoto's still lurking around. Yeah, Ryuji, just continue not being helpful. That's what you're good at. Oh, so that's how they got them from him. Okay, this will probably be where they meet Madarame. He's definitely a weirdo, though. I can tell that much. Yusuke, that is not Madarame. No. No, that better not be the case. I guess a nice angle. She's making her way slowly but surely to them. Yeah, that was the name dropped then. We don't know exactly what he does that's criminal, but we just know that he is. He's only infamous because of rumors. Yeah. Student council president, of course. Oh, Nijima. So, related to the sexy lawyer chick. He's so much taller than she is. But yeah. Interesting approach to her task here. Just kind of confronting them like that. She really does. Definitely the diligent pain type to deal with. If she's an enemy. But she'll eventually be an ally. Probably after Yusuke, though. I would assume Yusuke becomes a Phantom Thief and then Makoto. If I had to venture a guess. Yeah, that's the only reason I would come to this thing. Is that the man? You're rocking that ponytail. The evil within my heart, of course. My distorted desires. It doesn't sound like a bad guy, but he's probably just full of it. Yeah, I don't believe a word you're saying. Like a Radio Shack? I'm sure this is just a complete front that he's putting on for the cameras. Probably like an asshole as soon as you get him alone. You might want to reconsider that, Dan. He is our next target, after all. That's the only one he cares about that game. Ryuji and Ren could just go into somewhere else. I love the enthusiasm difference between who he's talking to. I don't blame him, man's a cute girl, I would act the same way, I can't even fault him for that. Oh? What? I mean, I'm sure there are. Yeah, I bet he is. Huh. It does look kind of nice. I bet it's better to see in person, though. I like how there's no... he can't take pictures, I guess. That look of frustration. That's definitely not a normal reaction. I'm not sure what to make of it, unless it's supposed to imply that there's definitely a darker side to Madarame, and he's tempted to spill the beans. That's kind of what it's felt like. Like you wanted to say, no, Madarame's not like what you think he is at all. That kind of what it felt like. Oh yeah, Mishima's helping out, isn't he? Oh. So he is stealing art, sort of, but... not stealing it, but... claiming it as his own. So then that painting was probably Yusuke's, and that's why he was so frustrated. Well, I know he's not as kind as he looks, that much I know. Yeah, he's definitely our next target. I mean, plagiarizing is messed up, but I don't know. It's not quite on the same level as what Kamoshida did, really. But I don't know. I'm sure they'll elaborate more on it to really show what it is. Well, yeah, Yusuke has a thing for you, so. Uh, and then just Yusuke is over there, just probably has a lot of mixed feelings about his master. Yeah, come over anytime, man. Guess we'll see the shack in person. Well, I guess it's sort of shack-ish, but it's also fairly large. How's he gonna feel about everybody else coming along? I'm a cute girl that you invited. that's that's all I needed to hear. And then, yeah, he sees that she's not alone. We're a team. We're the Phantom Thieves. You'll be part of it too. Oh wow, he just straight up comes out with it. I doubt he's going to admit anything. I didn't think he'd laugh. Well, not if he wants to steal their art. Okay. So he's willing to overlook a lot because of what he's done for him. But I assume he'll have a limit. There'll probably be a tipping point. And man, Yusuke's tall. They're not baseless, there's plenty of base. This guy. I can't wait to actually see this guy's true personality. I mean, we'll see it one way or the other when we go into his heart. His palace, rather. But this fake, humility and humbleness is just the worst. Yes. Are there any other pupils here, or is it just Yusuke? It's a big place. Mona, not now. You know what? Have fun, Mona. I'm busy talking to a cat. What? Oh. Oh. I thought you were gonna say it was your first work. It is a nice painting. Yeah. Definitely has a nice style to it. He's still a bad person. It doesn't make him a good person, especially if he has ulterior motives like stealing art from his pupils. That is interesting looking. I guess this is a house of an artist after all. Oh wow, there's a blush. I think she might actually be getting slightly charmed by him. Yeah, what'd you find out? I mean, you found a door, but it seems like it, but no, he's not. They've been building him up too much for it to be like, oh, false alarm, he's a good guy, let's find our next target. That's not gonna happen. He's obviously bad. You said Shack. So the metaverse navigator picked up on that. Yes. We just gotta get the other keywords right. Yeah. So, the Kamoshida's was a castle. We had to figure out what Madarame's is. Uh, uh, an art gallery. Although it's not really any art, there's not really much art in there. Well, it's not on walls, but I guess it probably has a decent amount of art. That that would make sense. Well, like this should cast away any doubt. Yeah, we all know his humbleness is all a act. Yeah, I guess we'll see what's in there. I'm curious what his treasure would be, though. I assume a painting. Maybe his first painting, like his like a like an actual painting of his, not one that he plagiarized. Like probably the last, or either his first painting or the last one he was actually proud of before he started his plagiarism. Probably one of the two. The guy that name dropped Madarame first. So like a self-portrait sort of. Man, that'd be such a creepy place. And we finally get to see Shadow Madarame. Yeah, and yeah, we can see the scumminess now. Yeah, it's not like those are crimes or anything. But yeah, he is scum. If there's any doubt, it's gone now. Yeah, Yusuke, you need to come in here and see this. Clearly. But I'm sure he'll change his mind once he sees the real you. Maybe not right away, but... You justify it however you want, you're still a criminal and disgusting. At least he's dressed better than Kamoshida's Shadow. Now that that's a high bar. No, we're gonna take him down. Well, we already established he feels indebted to him, so he probably doesn't want to screw over the guy that he feels indebted to. But I feel like that only has a limit. I don't think he has a problem with that. There's always time to paint a pretty girl. You keep quiet, Ryuji. Can I itch my nose, please? Or can someone itch it for me? No, he's probably in the zone. But Anne really is cute. I doubt he's already finished. Is it because there's too many people here getting in the way? Oh. I I guess that would be the case, but well yeah, if we're gonna get a nude painting, we're gonna stick around. Uh, he really is. Yeah, the one that he probably painted. Crotch shot. Yeah. I'm sure it bothers him to be plagiarized, even if with his respect for him. But he puts up with it. Uh, that's not a good way to look at it. It really doesn't make it okay. So he is the only one here. That didn't go well. Yes. The truth is, you'll put up with a lot for someone you care about and admire and respect and all that. And when you live with them, you hear their justification all the time. It just sinks in. Yeah, Mr. Phantom Thief. Nice Starbucks. Wow, a secret meeting style. Yes. Wasn't expecting to talk to him in real life. But then I took a paintbrush to the knee. I mean, yeah, to work hard is something that you're proud of and then have someone take it and say it's theirs and get praised for it, that's gotta be the worst. Yeah, I'm sure he manipulates his pupils a lot. He's gone, yeah. He's gone. Yeah, there's nothing stopping us now. We have all the proof we need. Madarame. Yep, and that's the note we end up on. We have our next target. So basically, Madarame. He's an artist. His crime, plagiarizing the hard work of his pupils, and just basically squeezing them dry for everything that they're worth until they just break and just leave and have a miserable life afterwards. That seems to be kind of what it is. So it's definitely worse than I thought initially. Especially taking in someone young like Yusuke and then just indoctrinating them pretty much, and just it's horrible. I don't blame Yusuke for lashing out because he's just very conflicted and confused, and I'm sure he's been struggling with what to do for a while. And so far, we've only seen his true nature in his palace. We haven't actually seen any of it in real life yet. I assume we'll get that at some point. Probably when he realizes that the Phantom Thieves are after him, he'll probably start to lash out a bit. So that was the sixth episode of Persona 5: The Animation. And this episode, it pretty much was all about Madarame figuring out who he is and whether or not he's actually as bad as people say he is. And the verdict on that is yes, yes he is. So the way we got to meet him was basically we came across Yusuke, which is a pupil of his who studies under him, and he has an interest in Anne artistically, not romantically. Although there could be that too. Maybe the artistic thing just a front for that, but who knows. Basically, he wanted to draw Anne, and of course, Ryuji and Ren just kind of come along for the ride with all those moments, much to Yusuke's dismay. But they did get some tickets to the one art gallery, and they got to go to that, which of course Yusuke was like, "Yay, Anne, you're here!" And oh right, those random dudes you were with, they're here too. So yeah, just don't get in the way, guys. But yeah, Anne, enjoy the art gallery. That was pretty much his response. And here's where we first get a real glimpse at Madarame, who acts like a nice enough guy, very, down to earth, humble. But no, that's not the reality at all, as we can kind of tell. The more we learn about him, even though we haven't actually seen his facade crack at all in the real world, we definitely got to see that in his palace, where he holds nothing back because he has no reason to, really, because most of the time you don't have random people jump inside of your heart and see what's ticking there. So, what was interesting about this the art gallery scene is that Anne was interested in one painting in particular, and she was a big fan of it, but was kind of surprised that it could be made by Madarame. And then we got a very interesting look on Yusuke's face from that. Now, my first thought about this was that he took issue with her description of Madarame. Like, he wanted to say, no, you don't understand Madarame at all. He's not the nice guy you seem to think he is. That's how I initially took it. But apparently that's not the case. Apparently the reason why he looked so upset was because it was his painting, and he does definitely take issue with Madarame taking credit for it. Even though he pretty much says that he doesn't, he denies it, but no, in reality he definitely has an issue with it. He just puts up with it because of the circumstances, because of what Madarame's done for him, and how grateful and all that he feels for Madarame. As well as just having a lot of respect for him in general because of his one painting that he's a big fan of. And that was pretty prominently shown in the episode. We saw it a few times. I think we even saw it at the very end there, with the pretty woman that apparently Anne reminds Yusuke of. So quite a compliment there. We did eventually get to go to the so-called shack of Madarame's, and yeah, I can see a shack being a fairly accurate description, but it does seem to be fairly large, like bigger than where I live, my little crappy 2-bedroom apartment, but. Yeah, it's surprising that Madarame would actually put up living there, considering he probably has a much bigger ego than he lets on. I'm surprised, but he probably does have another home, like nearby, like within walking distance, that is like completely secret. I would imagine, but I don't know. I think that might be the case, but my issue with that is that he would be seen going there, like. Because I'm sure somebody as famous as him has like paparazzi that kind of follow him, with a camera to try to get a good scoop or whatever. So I doubt he could just go to some bigger house without that being discovered. So I don't know. Unless he's really careful about it, I don't see how that could be a thing. Maybe he has like a basement of that house, and like underneath is like a completely underground, very nice large house. If that's a thing, because that would explain why that one mysterious door that we saw, that Morgana saw. Like maybe that's what that leads to. That would make sense. That'd be cool. But yeah, that could be a possibility. Now, one of the biggest problems that we're definitely going to have to tackle is getting Yusuke to actually acknowledge that Madarame is a horrible human being and actually get on board with helping us, reveal that. Well, our method of revealing it is to steal the treasure, of course, and then so we'll be convincing him to join the Phantom Thieves, pretty much. So he'll be an invaluable asset for getting this done because he does have easy access to Madarame and all that. So, yeah, we do need him to help, so I think one of the biggest problems will be getting him to convince him, but I think all that would really take is to just get him into the palace. All we have to do is get him there, get him in front of Dark Madarame, and it really should take care of itself from there, because the Dark Madarame, Shadow Madarame, rather, is not going to hold anything back, even in front of Yusuke, because I don't think he physically can, at least that version of him. So, yeah, I think that should be all it takes to convince him, but even after that, it might still take him a little bit to really accept it. So, I don't know, it might not be an immediate solution, but I do think that is our best bet in convincing him. But doing that does mean that we reveal to him that we are Phantom Thieves and about the app and all that, so it is a risk. So, if we did that and you didn't want to join us afterwards, that would leave us in a very horrible spot. But I know it's going to work out because we do see him in the ED with the other Phantom Thieves, so he is going to join us, so that is all going to work out. of course, but yeah, that's basically the first thing we have to tackle, and then we can really get into the palace and try to steal the treasure. But I think that's something we have to kind of take care of first, really. And yeah, the episode kind of ended off with we had a talk with the one guy that really filled in all the gaps as far as letting us know Madarama's crimes in full detail, with what he does to his pupils, driving them to suicide and all that. It's something he has in common with Kamoshida, I guess. But basically, yeah, we have no reason to hold back anymore. We're going after Madarame, and he is our next target. So 5 or 6 episodes later, we might actually have him taken down. So I look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.